Today we're going to be talking about the PowerA Fusion Pro Wired controller, and I'm also going to go over this set of extra sticks and buttons I got from Walmart and how I use it to enhance the experience. So this controller is about $80. It's got a wire, so that is your first problem if you want it to be wireless. You can't have that. So the connection here where it goes into the controller is very hard to get out once you've clicked it in, which is good, and I like that a lot. On the back here you've got this little back plate, which is where you can open and close, and this is where you're going to stick your paddles for your optional back attachment. You also have two sets of hair triggers, and this is your mapping button for the paddles. So the way you open it, you click up and then you pull it out like that. And now let's look at the case. Case is very nice. We've got this little piece of foam which keeps your other rings in place, and also your back paddles like that. It also comes with two sets of sticks. The second pair of sticks has these, one's like a dome and one is just a taller stick. Here are your paddles, and those gold connectors are how it hooks up with the controller. So to put them together, you just go like this and it clicks into place. And it doesn't click into place, it just goes in. So now you have 4 different paddles. The way you map it is you hold this button on the back, and then you select your button, and then you select your paddle, and that's it. And you can remap them on the fly, it's very easy to do. And now let's talk customization. So you have this front piece that pops off with magnets, very cool. And so now you have access to your sticks. So you can just pop these off. And if you get one of these replacement sticks, I got this set from Walmart. This one doesn't have the, I believe these are marketed as for the Xbox Elite controller, but it works just fine for this one. So what you get is, you get 2 magnetic sticks, and you get a magnetic D-pad and the fancy D-pad for the Elite. And then you get a number of different joystick toppers. So I'm just going to show you one. Basically, it's got a weight in the bottom, and then on the top you've got this little magnetic piece that just clicks into. So then you take it and you push it down here, and you're ready to go. Well, it works better if I do it right. Let's do it right this time. There you go. And that's it. So the reason I don't have these hooked up right now is I have a problem with this bottom joystick. So when I go down to the bottom, it sticks, which is really obnoxious when you're trying to aim and things. And normally you wouldn't hit this, but I found with the even with the faceplate on, when I go down and it gets stuck, and then I have to kind of wiggle it loose to make it work, and that is a pain. So the plastic ones don't have this problem, and I'm not sure why, because this is pretty much exactly the same as a plastic one. But I just use plastic ones here, and then I also got some of these grip it thumb covers. Like that. And then we're good to go. So now you're saying, well, why did you bother to show me these magnetic thumbsticks if I don't use them? And the answer is, I use them on this left stick sometimes when I'm feeling fancy and I want to use a different type of thumb top. So like you got the bulge there. You also have these, comes with a lot. So you have one of each kind for both sticks, which is good because the Fusion Pro Wired only comes with one of these and one of these tall ones. And this one comes with 2 tall ones, 2 domed ones, and 2 short ones. Or regular ones, I guess. So the main draw here is you can just pop this off, and you pop this on. If I didn't have my hands full of knobs, this would be easier. And it would work better if I didn't do that. It's very simple, very cool. You could even, if you wanted to, you could replace this D-pad with the fancy magnetic D-pad, because it includes that piece. So all you'd have to do is open up the back of the controller and replace this entire mechanism. I don't know how successful that would be, so I haven't touched it. But it's basically this piece with 4 magnets on the end. Like I said, I haven't modded it, but you could definitely do that. It even includes screwdrivers if you want to open it up. And that's all I have to say about it. For $80, it's hefty and it feels good in the hands. This is my go-to controller now. I don't even use my wireless controller because I've got it synced up to my 360. But it's a good solid controller. And the paddles feel really good. When you, the way I hold it, I can hit all 4 sticks. Usually in Ghostbusters I have it mapped to my sprint and revive, and then clearing out the pack and capture stream. So it works out really well, and the button mapping is very fast, so if you don't want to have to worry about normally I either do all face buttons or I do 2 face buttons and 2 of the RBLB, and it just works really well, and it's sturdy.